Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Mick Alphaname. I hope you're all having a good day today. Wow, let me tell you something. Just when I think the legacy system's downfall couldn't accelerate anymore, they always blow my mind. Now, things are going great for the bank coins, and a new financial system is going to benefit greatly. But at the same time, I hope people are taking precautionary measures if they're keeping up with the banking news. I mean, let's get to these articles here. But towards the end of the video, we're going to have some mind-blowing chapters about the legacy system and its rapid decline. All right. So now we're going to be in here with this article on thecryptobasic.com, and it is titled Top Banker says XRP cannot remain cheap long term. This is something we always knew. We're getting reputable person after reputable person now, just verifying for us, clarifying, confirming this truth, but we all knew this. Let's begin here. It says, Treasury management expert predicts a bullish future for XRP as institutional adoption grows and foresees retail investors getting priced out. How many times have we said that? I've said it many times. Other researchers have said it. People in the comment section definitely have been telling everybody, hey, listen, it's not a guarantee, but there's a possibility people are going to get priced out. I think that's definitely possible, but let's scroll down here and let's continue to read here. Let's absorb some information. It says here, in a recent tweet, Shannon Thorpe, so now we have a name we can look up, Shannon Thorpe, a treasury management expert at a prominent global bank, expressed a compelling perspective on the future of XRP, asserting that the digital asset cannot remain cheap in the long term. We've heard that before, right? Can be dirt cheap. Didn't David Schwartz iterate the same? This is with a clear understanding that price predictions are uncertain. We know that. Thor emphasized the belief shared by many that XRP's value will inevitably rise. Let's keep going. And they have the actual tweet. I'm so glad they do this. So that way, people can see it for themselves. This is on thecryptobasic.com if you want to check this out. But they have it here. It says here, from Shannon Thorpe at ThorpeShannon87. And it says, let's talk XRP. A few of you have asked me about a price prediction, time frames, etc. While no one can predict price, I will say, and I think we all know this, the price of XRP cannot be cheap. What's more, retail will be priced out of XRP at some point. This is logical to me. It's just the same way that a lot of people don't want to buy 1 troy ounce of gold, right? When they pay $1,900, $2,000, most people don't. They don't. They get a very small amount. And they just stack. They stack small amounts. I think the same way for 1 whole XRP. I don't know where the price is going to go. I just know it's going to go much higher than where it is now. I think it's going to blow people's minds 100%. That's just how I feel. I'm not asking you to feel the same. But that's how I see. I see a correlation between, listen, silver, gold, XRP. I think XLM could slide in there, Algorand in there. We have to see what's actualized on. But let's continue on here. Let's go on. I think Quant has a huge propensity to be up there. Have you seen what they've been doing? But let's keep going. It says XRP retail investors will be priced out. That's the next section. It says here, the notion that retail investors may eventually find themselves priced out of the XRP market was a pivotal point put forth by Thorpe. She dispelled the idea of XRP pumping only to get dumped by retail investors by arguing that retail participants comprise only 1% of the XRP space. Boom. Let that sink in. That is a very important aspect to keep in mind as we move into the future. Let me read that again. She dispelled the idea of XRP price pumping only to get dumped by retail investors by arguing that retail participants comprise only 1% of the space. And listen, just think about when all those banks step in, when that utility kicks in, how significant that will be. How is retail going? When retail sells, I think the institutions, the big money is going to buy up the XRP. The banks are going to buy up that XRP. You sell and they're going to buy. I don't know about getting back in at that point. I'm not sure about that. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I'm just saying I'm not certain about that. Okay. I'm considering all possibilities. And then we of course, we get our thoughts a little bit more acute as time goes on and we see developments. Right now, we remain a little bit more obtuse. Says the financial expert expressed that as a significant players like the Federal Reserve, banks, and businesses begin to funnel their funds into XRP, this 1% retail share will be overshadowed. That's what I was just trying to say. It's just what I'm trying to say. Will be overshadowed, akin to a minnow in a vast ocean. Getting poetic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And I like what I'm reading so far, by the way. Crypto Basic, keep doing a good job. Therefore, Thorpe contended that retail investors would not significantly impact the price, the XRP's price. Instead, the influx of institutional investments will likely drive XRP's value upward while enabling higher transaction volumes. They have a lot more here. The next section is titled Potential XRP Adoption. Fantastic article. Once again, I'm going to leave off there. You want to read the rest? Head over to thecryptobasic.com for some feel-good reading material. All right, now let's move on to another article. It's a lot of good news today. I know there's a lot of FUD out there, but just put that to the side. Put that to the side. You know, our subscribers already let us know. There was someone came into the comment section. This was about a week ago, and they let us know. They said, hey, FUD is incoming. And you know what? This is why I say our subscribers are the best here. And little after that subscriber said that and issued that warning, FUD ever since. It's been FUD in numerous articles. It's nonsense, in my humble opinion. I say, if you want something from us, come take it. Don't tell me about it. Come take it. When you take action and then you step in front of us, then, you know, we'll have that action. You know, of course, talking about certain regulators and what they're saying. But let's push that to the side because there's so much good stuff going on right now. We have to stay focused and we will continue to have victories. So this next article is from U.Today, and it's titled XRP Poised for a Boom as Uphold CEO Predicts Major Institutional Interest. That might be good for a video title, XRP Poised for a Boom. I don't know. It's hard to come up with titles now after so many videos. It begins here. It says digital payment platform Uphold is betting big on Ripple's XRP as CEO JP Theroux, my apologies if I mispronounced that, indicates predicting significant institutional interest in the cryptocurrency. You think that this individual doesn't know something behind the scenes? All the connections that you have as a CEO and COO. Listen, I know this for a fact. I've been around for a long time now. I've worked in a few different industries with powerful individuals, and I see the connections. I know how they talk behind the scenes. And and they're very sociable. Most are very sociable. They get around. They talk, especially about things that can make a money. They know how to get to the money. So when this individual is saying this, what I'm thinking is they're taking information that they know from their mind, but they're not dropping any names. They're not giving too much information, but they're hinting. They're hinting because they're excited. When people get excited, they tend to hint at things. But let's continue on. My apologies. I'm giving you a few of my thoughts here. It says Theroux underlined the significance of recent developments, specifically the resolution of Ripple's high-profile legal battle with the SEC, which declared XRP as not a security, with the lawsuit now mostly behind them, Ripple and its native cryptocurrency, XRP. It's in the game. When you heard me say it that way, you had to know it's in the game was coming. XRP is in the game. It says, are now set to experience major growth, capitalizing on financial landscape that is increasingly gravitating toward digital assets. Uphold, which has supported XRP throughout the legal dispute, sees this as an opportunity to expand its services and cater to the growing demand for digital assets. Here's a little bit of a random, probably controversial thought. You remember Knockout Kings, right? Oh yeah, that boxing game. Oh, that was one of the best boxing games ever. It was so. Oh yeah. So I'm just putting it out there. I think Knockout Kings was the best. I know they have a lot of other games, Fight Night and all that. No, Knockout Kings. How many of my old school people are actually here play Knockout Kings? Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I think the original Street Fighters were the best. The original Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 1 were the best. There was no experience like when something is brand new for the first time. I'm throwing thoughts out there. Who played the Predator that came out in 92, 93 on Sega? Had Danny Glover running around. What about that? Remember that Predator game? Oh yeah, that was, and it would make that weirdo noise and it would chase you around with the little radar trying to blast you. Meanwhile, you're boom, 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 boom. You know, I can't say certain things on YouTube. It's family friendly. You're going boom, boom, boom against all of these like bad guys. Oh, that was back then. Remember Doom? Did you actually play? Did you play Ultimate Doom? We're talking about when we were yay high. We did everything when we were yay high, didn't we? Yes, we did. We were active. I don't know about the youth of today. We were in the park playing basketball, football. Yeah, we had good grades too. We were over our friend's house. We're playing video games. How did we have so much? We had so much activity when we were younger in those old days. Boxing in the street, boxing, doing martial arts. Oh man, you remember the cars with honk, right? You in the middle of the street boxing, and there's cars in the street waiting to get by. They're honking horns. You remember that? Yeah, we used to. This was just how we did. We were like, oh man, we got into a lot of stuff. And we like to fight. Like that's what we did. We come from a warrior. When you come from a warrior people, combat is just part of life. It's like second nature. It doesn't matter who you are. No matter who you are. Combat is second nature. You know, I'm hitting the punching bag. My mom's hitting the punching bag. My dad's hitting the punching bag. My brother's hitting the punching bag. My friends come over. They hitting the punching bag. You know. Wait. What video? What are we talking about again? Oh, yeah. XRP. Sorry about that. You can't say you don't know something about me. You can't say, hey, I don't know alpha name. Oh, man, we could talk about other stuff, too. Fishing. You know, that was a long time ago, though. You know, I don't fish anymore. But when I was young, my father would take us fishing, you know. Okay, well, we talk about that another time. You always skip this part. People know we have chapters, right? There's like, you could jump ahead. Anyway. Let's continue on here. I have too much fun talking to you all. I appreciate every single one of you. I do. Trust me on that. You know, I try to stay in the comment section as long as I can. I enjoy reading your comments, you know, feeling the goodness from you. This next article here is from the dailyhodl.com. And it's titled, Ripple teams up with a research and development firm to run CBDC and crypto experiments. Things are heating up. This is what I want to hear. Go after that money, Ripple. Innovate, stay ahead of the competition. I want all the legacy system buried beneath us. I want us to be the best of the best. Do you know why? Because that's how the money is made. Bring us those trillions. I want us so far ahead of the legacy system that they literally have to hand us the trillions. And this is how you do it. It gets me fired up. When I think about that money, it gets me fired up. Let's begin here. It says, Ripple Labs is teaming up with a Northern Europe-based research and development firm to run experiments centered around crypto assets and central bank digital currencies. In a new company blog post, Ripple says it's collaborating with SuperHow, a private blockchain technology research lab. Let me pause there. Now we have a company to research, everyone. I'm not familiar with this company, so I'm definitely going to have to research it. Some of you out there are brilliant researchers. Let's dig up everything on this company. We need to know. Oh, yes, but it's looking good. But let's continue on. This is a private blockchain technology research lab based in Latvia to work on the Axiology project. Now we have a name. A tokenized securities. Do it, Ripple. I'm getting very happy right now. A tokenized securities and settlements infrastructure built on top of the XRP ledger. We'll scroll down. Quote, Ripple and SuperHow have embarked on an ambitious collaboration known as the Axiology project. This collaboration serves as a catalyst for testing and issuing digital assets, including central bank digital currencies and stablecoins, to bolster regulators' confidence in the safety and security of these transformative digital assets. Axiology is a tokenized securities trading and settlement system, DLT TSS, infrastructure. This infrastructure enables multiple layers of the current capital market infrastructures to coexist on one technology layer. Ripple is they're trying to do something that's just legendary at this point. So leading to multiple synergies, process efficiencies, and new business models. They understand that interoperability means capital, money flow. There's no blockades for them. If all of this gets done that they're trying to do, I'm telling you, we're looking at something much bigger than what people anticipate. It says this and those who are patient, those who are long term, I think is going to benefit the most. Of course, that's up to everybody else, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, I have to say that. It says this collaboration aligns with Ripple's commitment to driving innovation and advancing the adoption of blockchain technology in the financial industry, unquote. According to Ripple, the point of the partnership is so that regulators can test the security and safety of crypto assets. Quote, the DLT pilot regime offers a unique platform for Ripple and SuperHow as innovative enterprises to play an instrumental role in fostering the safety and security of digital assets markets for all participants by subjecting the DLT pilot regime to rigorous testing through the Axiology project. Regulators gain unparalleled assurance regarding the resilience and security of digital assets. We're going to stop right there. Once again, that's on the dailyhodl.com. Let's move on here. There's so many big things. You see how much big stuff is happening? And you know what's strange? I don't know if I'm the only one seeing this, but all of this good news we've covered so far, this has been some very, very massively impactful news, was buried below tons of FUD articles. Literally. Anyway, so now this next article comes from zcrypto.com. And it is titled XRP Eyes Monster Move as Ripple Seeks Crypto License in Ireland and UK following courtroom win. You see it all coming together? You see what they're attempting to do? They're moving at a light speed. I told you they were going to be hyper aggressive. Let's scroll down here. It says, hot on the heels of a partial victory in his fight with the SEC last week. Let's skip that part. We know about that. Ripple eyes UK, Ireland expansion. American, I learned some Gaelic, some Irish, and I have forgotten all of it. Shame on me. I know a little bit of so many languages, and actually, I'll say I know a good amount, but I'm trying to be as humble as possible. I'll say I know a good amount, but Gaelic, I've forgotten so much of it. But shame on me. I'll have to study once again. It says American fintech firm Ripple continues its global expansion, initiating the process to secure approval in the UK and Ireland after the legal win in the XRP lawsuit. Cindy Young, Ripple's European managing director, one of our champions, by the way, keep doing a good job, Cindy. So it's told DL News that the company had, quote, very recently applied for crypto asset firm registration with the UK's FCA, along with a payment institution license in Ireland. Once again, like I said, so there's still a lot of the process to go. A lot of the processes that we needed to undergo were held back because of a lack of regulatory clarity. So now that we're starting to get that, they're starting to apply for certain things, you see? So this is one of the things that makes it take a little bit more time. Let's continue on. It says a federal judge of the vaunted United States District Court, they go into that about the SEC case. Let's skip that little part. It says Young emphasized that Ripple's approach and growth objectives remain unchanged despite this recent courtroom triumph. The firm has plans to invest heavily in the UK and Ireland, promoting exponential growth. Cryptocurrency companies have been choosing to enter the EU owing to its huge advances in regulating the space. Yeah, MiCA is happening. They said towards the end of 2024, so we still have some time, but who knows? Maybe they go a little bit faster than that. We'll try to stay privy of the situation. Says the blocks landmark markets in crypto assets MiCA law, which creates a licensing regime that will let firms operate in all 27 jurisdictions, was passed in April. Most recently, the UK has made significant steps to distinguish crypto assets from gambling, clarifying that it views the industry through the lens of financial services, not gambling. Things are looking good right now. So then it has another section here. XRP to revisit $10 soon. Everyone from top to bottom is looking at XRP going to a higher price. In that first chapter, we had a reputable person from, allegedly, this is what they say, a big bank, right? So even they're saying it. It seems everybody's on the same page when it comes to XRP. Now, people don't know what price, but they just know it's going to a higher price. So payments-focused cryptocurrency XRP posted an incredible gain of 70% of the same day as the landmark ruling that we know. Let's skip that part. I'm trying to skip things that we already know. So then they have a few people here making a price prediction for $10. Let's move on from there. If you want to read all of that, that's on zcrypto.com. Okay. All right. I'm going to skip a few articles that I'm going to actually save for the members only section. All right. So now, this article here is from newsbtc.com, a little bit of XDC. XDC is one of our favorite bank coins, right? I never worry about XDC because we've seen the setup already. We've seen the infrastructures that they're building. We see all the banks they're connected with, trade, trade, finance, and things of that nature. We understand the great minds that are behind Zenfin, so I'm never really concerned about them. It says here, the price of the XDC network token, I did notice that the other day, it went up a little bit. XDC has increased for a total of 5 consecutive days and is currently trading at its highest level since April 2022. The token climbed more than 40% from its lowest point this month to its highest level. At the time of writing, XDC was priced at 4 cents, up a solid 16.6%. I could have sworn it went to 5 cents. Maybe I'm wrong. Guys, let me know. Did I see that incorrectly? I'm following so many things. I can't remember always with accuracy. It says, but it was the token's 7-day performance that was most impressive when it soared 50%, dominating the list of weekend's top 100 coin listing at crypto market tracker CoinGecko. XDC network has experienced an improvement of 97.17% so far this year. Ooh. The price of the token is rising with a chance of trend reversal. Yeah, that's definitely possible. Recovering from the trend line to hit new peaks while bumping against resistance at 4 cents and support at 3 cents. It is anticipated that strong support will raise prices and establish new demand regions. So now we're going to leave that there. I don't want to go too far into that because we have so many more articles to get through that I think are very impactful. And here we go. Now, this is from newsair.gov.in. And it goes as such. Algeria applies to join BRICS Bank. It's like most of the world is joining BRICS Nation. Listen, at this point, because of the power that they have together economically, it doesn't make a difference. Listen, yes, having a common currency, and they seem to be set for that at some point. Who knows when that's going to come together? I'm quite sure it's very complicated to put that together. Backed by gold will be massively impactful, but just all of those countries come together. If every single one of them decides to do dollar dumping, is going to be devastating. If every single one of them just trades in local currencies or uses a placeholder like the renminbi, the yuan, it will be devastating to the US dollar. I don't see any. I'm calculating in my mind. I'm going through all the information. I just don't see a future where the dollar is not devastated. Its value is not diminished greatly. I just don't see it. So let's read this a little bit here. So Algerian President Abdelmajid Tebboune on Saturday said that the country has applied to join the BRICS group and submitted a request to become a shareholder member of the BRICS Bank. The North Africa country is rich in oil and gas resources and seeking to diversify its economy. The BRICS group of nations, well, we know who they are. This is more than 40 countries. Once again, I just want to read that part to reiterate how many are coming. More than 40 countries have expressed interest in joining BRICS group of nations. Unbelievable. Let's move on from there. All right. And this is an article from the dailyhodl.com. And when I read this, I think cello. Their use case was one of their biggest use cases is universal basic income. I never thought we would see things happening this fast. I didn't. This article is titled Government Handing Out $1,800,000 with no strings attached in U.S. Basic Income Pilot. Wow. I thought it would take a few years for the testing to begin. I guess not. It says here a U.S. Based project aimed at identifying how free government cash handouts can help citizens has officially launched. We know that they've been pushing this for a long time. We know that the World Economic Forum wants this. They were pushing it as well. And we know the World Economic Forum loves what? Cello. They love cello. And what is cello's one of their biggest use cases? Once again, don't forget, universal basic income. Let's keep it going. It says here, the Denver-based income project is handing out a total of $1.8 million to hundreds of people who are struggling with their finances. More than 800 people in 3 separate groups will receive cash as a part of the program. The first group will receive $1,000 for a year. Whoa. The second group will receive an initial $6,500 and an additional $500 for 11 subsequent months. Oh, I see why they're doing that. Okay, interesting. And the final group will receive a flat $50 for a year. All right, these are very extreme. I guess this is how they're going to be able to get the data that they need. The Denver City Council approved and paid for the project, which is run by the Denver Basic Income Project, DBIP. Is there anybody in Denver that can confirm this or has any knowledge of this? Was this discussed anywhere? Maybe we can get a little bit more information on this. It says it's designed to see how people who are struggling with homelessness can benefit from programs that provide cash with no strings attached. Oh, okay. So they're struggling. I thought I didn't think it was dealing with homelessness. Interesting. Okay, interesting. It says, according to a new update, many of the early participants say the project has lifted a weight off of their shoulders. They have to clarify more information. Are these people just struggling with finance, or are these people that are actually homeless, or people that are about to be homeless? Are they going to be trying to buy homes, apartments? Like, what's going on? I don't know. It just lacks a lot of information. It says, quote, almost all participants noted feelings of relief, decreased stress, of course, and increased hopefulness when asked about the impact of DBIP on their daily lives. So in the future, I'm going to be looking out for more programs like this to be deployed around the United States. It seems like that's where it's going. This is where it's beginning, right? And of course, once again, some of the bank coins can have a huge hand in this, especially if it's going to go to traceability. Like if they want to know how it's spent or how it affected people's lives, instead of people just telling, because you can't always rely on someone's word. Then there's that traceability there. But then once again, traceability is a slippery slope. So, we'll see how this all works out. But I want to put that on your table because that's pretty significant. So now let's move on here. Now, this article here is also from the dailyhodl.com. They are on fire over there. We're just going to read a little tidbit as we usually do. It says here, $78 billion exits U.S. banking system in 1 week. New financial system coming in hot. I know. I always say that. And it's true. We're getting closer and closer and closer as their system crashes more and more. $78 billion in 1 week. It says, as JP Morgan CEO issues alert on deposit flight. People better get ready. I can't tell people what to do, but be careful. Know if your banks are healthy. It says U.S. banks are witnessing a big increase in deposit flight from their customers. I've heard this too. I've heard people saying they don't trust the banks, and but I think a lot of people are just taking their cash out. I don't know. I think they're just holding raw cash. Anyway, and I read a few articles about that. So according to newly updated stats compiled by the Federal Reserve Economic Data, FRED, system, so it's reputable, $78 billion exited American bank accounts from July 5th through the 12th. The deposit exodus follows a 2-week period of relative stability in the system as big banks invest significant levels of cash to third-party intermediaries to bring in new deposits. Banks are feeling the pressure to compete with higher yielding money market accounts. And JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon just issued a warning to shareholders on the banking sector's need to keep up with demands for higher rates and avoid further deposit flight, reports the Wall Street Journal. Quote, there's very little pricing power in most of our business, and betas are going to go up. Autonomous research analyst Brian Foran says Dimon's alert represents a, quote, definite curb your enthusiasm moment, unquote, for banks after an industry-wide surge in sector quarter profits. According to the Fed, $742 billion in deposits have left the banking system in the last year. And U.S. banks now have a total of $17.28 trillion in deposits on their balance sheets. Now, here's something significant. It says U.S. banks are also, in addition, bracing for fallout in the commercial real estate sector. Keep your eyes on the commercial real estate when that guillotine goes off. Well, it's going to be bad for a lot of people that are still heavy into the banking system. If their bank is one of those that's at risk, let's make that clear. Not every bank is at risk. 2, gold will shoot through the roof. So will silver. Silver's doing really good right now anyway. But gold and silver will shoot through the roof. Probably platinum will go up as well. A lot of the legit cryptos will probably also go up. Just putting that out there. So, commercial real estate sector fueled by the emergence of remote and hybrid work environments. We're going to stop right there with that one. So, lots of things happening here. So, I need to start on making the next members only video. That's what I'm going to do now. I hope all of you are having a great evening. I appreciate you being here with me. Thank you so much for being here on the channel. You know, I greatly appreciate you. Let me give you the Marshall salute. Thank you. So, now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, let's get to the money.